Well, new charges are being brought in the Gilgo Beach serial murder case. Rex Heuermann is already charged with killing 4 women more than a decade ago. Heuermann, who maintains his innocence in the case, will be back in court today to face a new murder charge. So what does this mean for the legal proceedings in the case as it continues? Joining us now to discuss is civil and criminal attorney Donte Mills. Good morning.
Good morning.
Now, it almost seemed as if investigators were done searching Heuermann's home until they returned in April, and now they have new charges. So what do you think could have led to investigators bringing these charges against Heuermann?
Well, I want to make it clear about this case. The investigation is not done, I think, even as of yet. They've continued the process of searching for bodies and other clues that would directly tie him in to additional murders. They do believe essentially that he's a serial killer, allegedly. So they've been searching. They searched his home as late as May, and they said that they had new developments that were significant. And it turned around now, there's potentially 2 new murder charges of 2 additional bodies that were found, and they've now linked to him. He was due in court. And he's going to face these new charges. That's going to delay his trial some because they're going to want to try everything together and make it clear that this is a string of murders that were committed. But he is going to face those 2 additional murder charges.
And what information do you think we could find out from what happens in court today?
I think they're going to talk about some of the details of the new murders that he's faced with, because they're going to want the judge to understand that these things are linked. So I think they will share some of the links that they have to convince the judge to delay the trial that's happening now so that, again, everything can be tried together. If they're going in front of a jury, you don't want to have to prove or go through a full trial, especially a murder trial, multiple times, if you're saying they're all linked. And also, if they're going to maybe face the, or seek the death penalty, they want all of these things combined so that the jury has a full-fledged of everything that he's alleged of doing, and that murder trial, that capital murder trial, can include everything that he's going to potentially be charged with completely. The investigation, I think, is still ongoing. So there may be additional murders. I know that they were searching his homes in other states. They continue to look for clues in his home in New York, and clearly they found some, and now they're tying other things together.
And how do you think these new charges will impact ongoing legal proceedings in the case?
Yeah, I think it's going to delay it some. It's going to delay it, but I think it will be worth it for the prosecution to get all of their ducks in a row. You don't want to rush through this, and remember, these are murder charges, so there is no statute of limitations. These charges, once they discover, or if they discover any additional bodies or any additional clues that would tie other murders into this suspect, they're going to be able to charge him, even like this additional case is almost 30 years ago. But no matter when the murders happen, you can still be charged for those murders. So they're going to want to make sure that they finish their full investigation, put everything together in one package, and then move forward with a complete story of everything that happened here.
It's important to note that Heuermann does maintain his innocence, but as new charges get introduced, how can his defense team continue to push the narrative that he's an innocent man?
It's going to be difficult, especially when a lot of this information that they received is from searches of his property. So now you have to assume that the information that they have, the evidence that they have, is directly linked to him. And those links, even if it's not specific, like, for example, somebody seeing him commit those murders, when you have links that are found directly to his property and things related to that, and they start to add up, the prosecution is able to piece the puzzle together. And I think it will make it more difficult for the defendant to have a complete defense, which you may see. It may reach a point where he's simply trying to avoid the death penalty. I don't know if that would even be possible in this case, but that may be what they try to do: avoid the death penalty, take a plea, and say, I'll live the remainder of my life in jail, just don't sentence me to death. That's generally where something like this would go when you have all of this evidence, all of these alleged murders starting to pile up, and the evidence is coming directly from his properties.
Civil and criminal attorney Donte Mills, thank you so much for your insight.
Thank you.